because he would always message me ever since we broke up, like, oh, I'm not well. He would always play with death and be like, well, I'm gonna die. I'm not doing well.
Liam Payne, the talented singer and former member of the global sensation One Direction, expressed deep regret for the comments he made about his bandmates during a controversial interview in 2022. Prior to his untimely death at the age of 31 on October 16, Liam reflected on those remarks, which had caused a stir among fans and the media alike. In an emotional apology, the late musician admitted that his frustrations with his own career had led him to unfairly criticize his former colleagues, Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Niall Horan, and Louis Tomlinson. The infamous interview on Logan Paul's podcast. The controversy surrounding Liam Payne's comments began during an appearance on Logan Paul's Impaulsive podcast in June 2022. At the time, Payne's interview was widely circulated and heavily criticized due to the negative tone he took toward his former bandmates. His words came as a surprise to many, given the public image One Direction had maintained even after their hiatus. Fans of the band, affectionately known as Directioners, were left shocked and disheartened to hear Liam speak disparagingly about the group that had catapulted him to international stardom. During the interview, Liam touched on various topics, including the band's dynamic and his thoughts on the other members. His remarks, particularly about Zayn Malik, garnered significant attention. Zayn had left One Direction in 2015 to pursue a solo career, a decision that had marked the beginning of the band's eventual hiatus. Liam's comments reflected tension between the two, but they also offered insight into the complexities of their relationship. I dislike Zayn for many reasons, but there are also many reasons why I'll always be on his side, Liam stated during the podcast. He went on to explain that their differences in upbringing had contributed to some of the challenges they faced as bandmates. My parents are overly supportive, to the point where it's annoying at times, Liam said, contrasting his own family background with Zayn's, which he suggested may have been less stable. Despite his harsh words, Liam acknowledged the difficult circumstances Zayn had faced and expressed some level of empathy toward him. These statements, however, were only part of the controversy. Liam also expressed frustration with the way his own career had unfolded compared to that of his former bandmates. He noted that he had struggled to find his footing in the music industry after the band's hiatus, and this struggle seemed to have fueled his critical comments. His candid remarks, though honest, left a sour taste in the mouths of many fans and led to widespread backlash on social media. A year later, apology and reflection. Fast forward to July 2023, and Liam Payne had a change of heart. In a heartfelt YouTube video, he addressed the comments he had made on Impaulsive and expressed his deep regret for having spoken ill of his bandmates. Liam's apology was sincere, and it offered a glimpse into the personal growth he had experienced over the years since the interview. My own frustrations with my own career and where I kind of landed, I took shots at everybody else, which is wrong, Liam admitted in the video. He went on to say, so obviously, I want to apologize for that because that's definitely not me. This moment of vulnerability was significant, as it showed Liam's willingness to take responsibility for his actions and mend the rift that had been created by his earlier words. Liam's apology resonated with fans, many of whom appreciated his honesty and humility. For those who had been upset by his remarks in 2022, this apology was a step toward healing. The tension between Liam and his former bandmates had been a point of contention for fans, and his acknowledgement of his mistakes helped to ease some of the negativity that had surrounded the situation. Struggles with fame and alcohol. While Liam's apology was a key moment in his journey, it was also a reflection of the broader struggles he had faced throughout his career. Fame, as he had openly admitted in various interviews, had taken a toll on him, both mentally and physically. During his time with One Direction, Liam, like many young celebrities, had found it difficult to cope with the intense pressures of the spotlight. The fallout with Zayn Malik. Among the most notable of Liam's comments on Impaulsive was his discussion of his relationship with Zayn Malik. Zayn's departure from One Direction in 2015 had been a pivotal moment for the band, and it had left a lasting impact on both the group and their fanbase. In his 2022 interview, Liam's mixed feelings about Zayn were evident. While he expressed frustration and dislike, he also acknowledged the difficulties Zayn had faced, particularly in his personal life. "There are many reasons I dislike Zayn, and there are many reasons why I'll always be on his side," Liam said during the podcast. His comments reflected the complicated nature of their relationship. On one hand, Liam was critical of Zayn's behavior, but on the other, he recognized that Zayn had faced unique challenges that had shaped who he was. Zayn's decision to leave One Direction had been a shock to fans, and it had caused tension within the band. Liam's comments in 2022 seemed to suggest that there were unresolved issues between the two, but his later apology in 2023 hinted at a desire to move past those differences. Despite their ups and downs, there was a sense that Liam still cared about his former bandmate, even if their relationship had been strained. Personal growth and sobriety. In addition to his apology and reflections on fame, Liam Payne's journey toward personal growth was also marked by his battle with addiction and his efforts to achieve sobriety. In the years following One Direction's hiatus, Liam had struggled to find his place in the music industry, and the pressures of his career had taken a toll on his mental health. In 2023, Liam shared that he had achieved 6 months of sobriety, a milestone that he was incredibly proud of. This achievement was a testament to his determination to make positive changes in his life. For many fans, Liam's openness about his struggles with addiction was both inspiring and relatable. His willingness to be vulnerable and share his experiences helped to destigmatize the issues of mental health and substance abuse, particularly within the entertainment industry.